If you look back over the last 10 years, think back to your parents' time, or even grandparents' time. The way they think about women is completely different. And I truly mean completely different to the way us men think about women today. If you were to talk to your parents and look back at their era, the way they look at women is in a very romantic sort of way. They look at relationships as a much more intimate and long-term commitment. But today, this is completely different. Just think for a second why the red pill even exists. It's only in the last 10 years or so that this community of men has come up. Why? Because of the changing sexual marketplace. In today's generation, you won't find the concept of a long-term committed relationship. It's all about instant gratification, quick hookups and rotation. This applies to both men and women. Somewhere over the last decade, the definition of love and commitment has been lost in the sexual marketplace. This is also why men now hate the idea of marriage. Why? Because the woman can change her mind anytime, leaving the man to pay for custody, pay the lawyers, and completely ruin his life. Because of this cutthroat marketplace, men now find being single a much happier way of living life. But here's the hard truth. The sexual marketplace is only going to get more cutthroat from here. But why is this? And to be honest, you already know the answer. Social conditioning. That's right. Everything in today's world has been designed to make us hooked on instant gratification. Just take Tinder, for example. What happens if you don't like the look of the person or their vibe? Swipe left. Right. Same with pornography and other explicit materials. What happens if you can't find the right video for that dopamine hit? You go find another video. This habit of constantly moving from one thing to the next takes out the whole idea of commitment and dedication. And now with the metaverse coming out and so many technological advancements, what do you think will come next? That's right, only more instant gratification. It's almost like a sex-less crisis is coming, where the only way people will ever find intimacy in the future is through some sort of sex robot or metaverse, almost as if Mark Zuckerberg has become the savior of the Sims. But this is absolutely not the case in your grandparents' or even parents' time. If you look at the types of songs they listened to or the movie they watched, they all promoted romance, long-term commitment between the man and the women. And most importantly, they didn't run after instant gratification. They held each other accountable. And so, as high-value men, it's your duty to hold your own self accountable on the minimum. Look at yourself in the mirror and question whether or not you are a part of this cutthroat sexual marketplace. Are you part of the problem? For a man to be truly high value in today's world, you need to plug yourself out of this instant gratification cycle. Break the wheel. But then you may ask, all right, I have myself under control. I am not a part of the cutthroat sexual society. But what about the women? How do I find someone who doesn't belong to the streets in this corrupted market that is only going to get more cutthroat? And there's a very simple answer to that. When the world becomes darker, the light becomes brighter. That's correct. When the marketplace becomes more cutthroat, and you have a simp crisis, if you are truly a high-value man, then it's inevitable that you will stand out. So brothers, stay grounded. Things will only get worse from here. But for those of us that plug out of the matrix designed to keep us slaves, we will make it. God bless. By the way, if you found this video helpful, then don't forget to subscribe and hit like for the algorithm. Also, comment below what you want to see next. See you in the next video.